What's good, everybody? It's your boy Kim and High. I'm back here again for another episode of The Break Live. This week's guest, SwaVay. Definitely one of the dopest lyricists coming out of Atlanta, and I think one of the most artistically layered artists in the game right now. So he should be tapping in soon, and we'll go ahead and dive into his come up. For those just joining, today's guest for The Break Live, SwaVay. Yeah, y'all heard the name before. Let me see if he's in the mix. But other than that, I hope everybody is thriving, feeling blessed and not stressed. Let me see what's up, though. Hold on, y'all. Should be coming in now.
What's good, gang? How you living?
Yo, what's good, bro? You hear me? Good, my name is
I can hear you, bro. How you doing, bro? Nice to meet you, my boy. I'm driving right now. Shit, I'm on the way back to the crib type shit, but you know what I mean?
Hey, we good.
Couldn't miss this.
Have you on, for real. Straight up. How you feeling today, y'all?
Thanks, bro. I'm good, bro. This shit's crazy. Like, this is my last day before I go off to, like, the tour, so I'm doing, like, mad, like, running around and all that kind of shit, like, last-minute shit, but, like, I'm a procrastinator, bro. I can't help it. You feel me? So
I'm
doing all that type of shit.
I'm good, man. It's Friday, so I feel like that. No complaints on my end. Yeah. Well, all right, man. Take much of your time. You already know. We're just getting come up. Got to this point in your career. So off rip, you know, I know you from the brave streets of Atlanta. What side of town?
Yeah. Bro, I'm really from, like, originally I'm from Kirkwood, but I grew up in Cobb, like. But I done lived everywhere, like, in Atlanta for like, bro, like, no bullshit. But I love Cobb, bro. I'm a Cobb nigga. We putting Cobb on the map.
Pop your shit. And you're 25 now?
Facts. Yeah. I just turned 26 actually in November. I don't like to say that, so let's just that stays between me and you and everybody. 380 people on this live right now.
So over the last 2 decades, is there anything that Atlanta taught you that you took note of, like, as an adult?
As an adult, outside of music, I feel like Atlanta taught me, like, just how to fucking move. Like, this one of them cities that's, like, it's not shiesty, but it's like, bro, you gotta really be on top of your shit. Like,
I'm from here. You know what I mean? I was raised.
Where you from, bro? Oh, okay. So, like, you know then. So it's like, yeah, bro. Like, it's not like same, just like that, bro. It's kind of like, bro, like, you really gotta be on top of your shit. Like, you know. It taught me how to move and, like, how to not be finessed, like, you know, how to, like, keep my mind straight. I don't know. It's like Atlanta's a weird place, like, to grow up, but it's I feel like the best place to grow up. You don't grow up too fast like niggas in New York. Like, niggas be fucking 7 and 27 at the same time in New York. But Atlanta's just it taught me everything. Like, who I am today is, like, Atlanta. Like, I'm not the most Atlanta nigga ever, but, like, I'm an Atlanta ass nigga for shit, so I can't cap.
They like that. What was your childhood? Who was? I said, what was your childhood? Like, who was Andre Jones as the kid and the teenager?
Bro, me as a kid, bro, I was real, like, quiet.
Damn.
Like, I probably said maybe like 4 words a day, but I was really attentive and, like, really kind of to myself. And I just love music. Like, anything I was, like, outside of music, even, like, anything I was really into, like, that's what I was on. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was into so much. Like, I was in front of the TV all the time listening to music choice channels. Like, I was, like, watching every music video. Like, I was just talking to my mans the other day, like, you know, MTV has this shit now where, like, they have, like, a specific channel where it's just, like, mad old videos. And I was telling niggas, like, bro, it's not a video that came out from, like, 2003 to, like, 2009 that I don't know front and back. You know what I mean? Like, so I was really, like, I was one of them kids, bro, like, watching every music video, like, trying to figure out how to record outside playing basketball, getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit,
sure.
You know?
And I know in your childhood, you described your experience as being born into rap. So I wanted to ask, like, what does that mean? How did you get firstly introduced to the genre?
I mean, like, bro, my mom is, like, the most religious person on this planet, so she wasn't playing that shit. Like, I know a lot of niggas grew up and was like, bro, I was hearing music in the house. Like, not me. Like, But like, you know, rap is just one of the most attractive things on this earth, you know. And, you know, I feel like every kid or every human being has came across music, and it's especially rap music, and it's been like the most interesting thing to them. And I remember my dad, like he wasn't really in my life, but he would come down like every like 3 4 years, and he'll play mad rap shit. Like he's a rap kid. Like he would play like Snoop, a lot of G Funk shit, like Quick and Mac 10, and then like Mobb Deep and DMX
Right.
and like Method Man, all that shit. So like that's how I really got into like music. Ironically, from my dad who wasn't even around, and then from there, like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not lying. Like I would go to school in the mornings, like bro, like, and I'll watch like as much
Hey,
music videos as I could before I went to school, and then I would come home, and then like I would go on the last little channels, the 999s, the 998s, the 997s, and just be like alternating between like the R&B station, the rock station, the rap station, you know, the oldies, like all that shit. Like that's where music comes from for me, and I also kind of like grew up on the internet too. Do you know
straight
what I'm
like
saying?
that.
So
Nah,
like,
I get
yeah,
that. It sounds like you was just expanding your palette of sounds and stuff. Obviously, you can hear that in your artistry today. But yes, sir. Bring me
I
into the
appreciate
moment where you first decided to rap. Like, what did that moment look like for you? And what was the first song you recorded?
that. The first song I recorded is "Ass." Let's get that out the way. But bro, my best friend
Yeah,
Sahai, like, is the person who pushed me to rap. Like, I would always like make beats on the computer at school, and um, they would have like little rap battles at school too. Like, my school was type ghetto. Like, you know what I mean? Like the lunch
the
lady
lunch
used to
lady.
host like rap battles, like real like
That's
Cassidy.
wavy.
Bro, I'm not lying. Like real like Cassidy ass rap battles like in the lunchroom, and I shit you not, like I would do them shits, and my man was like, bro, like, nah, you hard, bro, you need to rap. I wasn't really paying
Mhm.
you no attention, like, you know what I mean? And then like that summer, like he called me like every day, and he was like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, you need to really rap, and he pushed me to do it. And I started doing it. The first song I recorded was on like a rock band microphone or some shit, and that shit was hot ass, bro. I don't even really like. It was ass, bro. He was rapping like you know, Jerkin was out when I was a young nigga, bro. So we was rapping about bullshit, snapbacks, and bitches and skinny jeans, like. So, yeah, but you know, them files is deleted now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? We ain't gonna find them shits nowhere.
yeah.
Nobody gonna expose me.
But what? How old was you all that? I said
Wait,
when
repeat what you said
you
one more
were
time.
starting. How old was you? What?
Oh shit, I was probably like
Straight up.
sixth, seventh grade. Like sixth grade, I was probably doing them little rap battles. In seventh grade, I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? My man's convinced me. Like, I was like, all right, bet, that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? So probably like around like 11, 12,
Yeah.
13, some
So,
shit.
um, first started recording. What month? Right, first? Nah,
Okay, wait, say it
that's
one more
all
time.
good.
My
That's
fault,
all
it's going
good.
in and out and
I
shit.
said after you first started recording. What,
I ain't gonna lie, I heard once you said some shit
yeah.
like
When did you
once I
start
first
gaining
started recording,
traction?
then what?
Yeah.
Oh shit, like bro, like
Yeah.
really early, bro. Like um, me and my man Sahar, like the one who pushed me to start rapping, like we did these talent shows, like around like the city and shit, and like bro, like I did like one, and then I did another one, then I did another one, and people would really come to these talent shows, like, and bro, like shit you not, like bro, like my eighth grade year, bro, like half of that semester we didn't even go to school. We was doing like talent shows, like my
Oh,
school would let me get out of school to go do talent shows, like, and that's when I knew, like, okay, like I might really be that nigga, you know, I might need to really like,
sure.
I might need to really
Up.
do this shit for real, you know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah. Dang, I never heard of no shit like that. Um, yeah, can you hear me? I know my sound was
Yeah,
low enough. Can you hear me still?
yeah, I can hear you good
Yeah,
now. Whatever you
I
just
say
did
that.
just
Say
now is
less.
perfect.
So I know on Meet the Sun, it's a track called Go Shorty. And you talk about pulling up on Metro Boomin at the studio and essentially just rapping for your respect. So can you detail that
Right.
moment for us?
Oh, bro. You know, it's crazy. I was just talking about this shit in the studio, like, bro. So Metro, he found me on Twitter. I DM'd him, and you know, we started chopping it up. He was like, bro, when I get back to Atlanta, like, pull up on me in the studio. Bro, I was expecting to just be a little nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he wanted me to do, I was gonna do that shit. You feel me? Like, but we had a good conversation, and like, he was like, bro, I want you to be the first artist that signed to Boomin. And man, and this Metro Boomin, it's like the height of him being Metro Boomin, like Bad and Bougie, all that shit. So like, bro, I shit you not, like, he played me like 3 beats. None of them, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't even remember what the beats sounded like, but I didn't even give a fuck what they sounded like, nigga. I was ready to rap, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went downstairs, nigga, like, I rapped my ass off. It was ass, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I think he could tell I was nervous, but it didn't matter. Like, them shits ain't had no hook, no nothing. Like, bro, I was just rapping, like, the nigga was like, bro, you just rap so, I never forget this. He was like, bro, I fuck with you, bro. You just rap so angry. I was like, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna fuck. Like, pull up another one. Like, I did like 3 of the worst songs ever. We never played them shits again. Like, you know what I mean? But that was just one of the moments where it's like, bro, I gotta prove myself. Like, I can really rap, and I'm like supposed to be here. Ultimately, them songs was hot ass, but you know, yeah, it was one of my first moments where I'm like, damn, I really got to prove myself and why I'm supposed to be here. I remember Big Sean was upstairs, Travis Scott was upstairs. I'm like, if these niggas come downstairs right now, I gotta have my shit together. But I knew after I recorded them shits, what's crazy is that I knew I would never listen to them shits again, because I didn't even get the songs, nothing. Like, I just went home and was like, damn, I gotta come tomorrow with that shit.
Proved yourself. You had your jersey on. You was ready to play.
Bro, I was ready to fucking play, bro.
Yo, what did that cosign from Metro mean to you and like your career? Like you just said, I mean, he's obviously worked his way up into being in the upper echelon of rap producers of all time. So yeah, what did that mean early on to be aligned with him?
That shit meant everything, bro. You gotta think like, bro, like where I'm from, like how the type of music that I make, bro. Like I ain't think that I was gonna like I knew I was gonna make it, but like I didn't know how, like, you know what I mean? So it was just like, it's like the thing with the talent shows, bro. It was like that validation. It was like, damn, like, bro, like this nigga, like him believing in me like this must mean I really must be the person that I feel like I really am. You know what I mean? So to me, it was like, damn, like I can't believe this. You know what I mean? And like I said, bro, like Metro to me is just like that's like, I don't give a damn if we fight every day of the goddamn week. Like, ain't nothing that he could ever do to make me like feel like I don't love him with all my heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that man like really genuinely saved my life and was one of the first people to really like believe in me and you know, put me in position that like could set me up.
Respect to that. You saw the vision. And you obviously you've been working your way up. I think I read that you dropped your first project in like 2012. You have multiple in your catalog. But I do want to go back to Pure Infinity real quick from 2019. 2 a.m. Obviously a track that has millions and millions of streams. What type of statement?
Millions. I hate that fucking song. This shit coming up on like 13 mil on like Spotify, like another some odd mil. I'm like, bro, this shit. I hate that song. But
I was gonna ask, like, what kind of statement did you want to make with that effort, and how did things shift after that song and that project came out, if at all?
Man, bro, like I remember I was in the studio and I just really believed that song. That's a Metro beat. That's one of like the only songs we got out. And I just really believed in that song. I believed in that project. And I said, fuck it, bro. I'm going to put it out independently. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if, you know, the label takes it down and take it down. But, like, bro, like, I believe in this whole thing. And, like, that shit really, like, got me started. Like, that was, like, a real good kickstart to my shit. Like, people start finding out about me. Like, I remember, like, looking the next day and, like, going on Spotify. And, like, people were, like, we listened to that shit. I was like, my first time waking up and seeing like 10,000 streams, like 20,000 streams, like, you know what I mean? And so now I'm to see that shit coming up on like 12 millions and like songs is really like touching the millions and shit. Like, it's like, damn, like I like betting on myself is just the best shit ever, bro. Like
even when it feels uncomfortable, you got to. For that.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to get into your last project a little bit more. Meet the Sun came out last October. First of all, hats off to a solid effort. I saw you talking about how you wanted people to really know who you were as an artist after that, and you definitely made me a believer. Not that I doubted you, but that shit was next level for sure. So, first of all, salute to it. And secondly, like, what was the creative process like of putting that together?
bro, like my whole thing was with Pure Infinity, bro. I felt like there was a collection of really good songs. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
even like a showcase. Like I'm singing on there, like I'm rapping on there, telling a lot of different stories. But like, bro, like also felt like at the same time, like you could listen to that and not know shit
Yeah.
about SwaVay. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really feel like there's like a true identification to me, like musically. So I wanted to make something that really like reflected like who I was, and that was my whole thing going into it, and just making sure it sounded like me, like Atlanta as fuck, like, but
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
and still
What you,
showcasing like what I do, like, you know what I'm saying? So that was my whole thing, just make sure I told my story, like my city story, like explaining like why things are the way they are for like me as a young nigga growing up here and all that type of shit. So that was my whole thing when I beat the sun. And I feel like
rightfully so.
that's the shit I'm proud of the most. You feel me?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
mm,
Off of that,
mm,
Grammys is going up. What's the story on how that track came together? People talking about it in the comments.
yeah.
Video was heat too. But yeah, how did that come to life? Yes,
Mm.
sir.
Thank you, bro. Grammys was like, that's like the last song I did for the project, and like, um, the shit just
Yeah.
kind of like fell in my hands, bro. Like every time a song just fall in my hands and I do it like real fast,
Mm.
I know it's some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
They
this
they
nigga in
always
the
crazy.
comments
I
is
don't, I
like,
don't even tap in because they be saying whatever.
uh, they be saying crazy. This nigga was
What
like, bro, this nigga's so
the
fine, bro. Damn, this is crazy.
bugging?
Um, but nah, bro, like songs like that, bro, that just fall in my hands. Like I know, like I'm onto something. And that's really my favorite song off the project, and like it's spotted me because like the song
Yeah.
is hard as fuck, but I'm telling my story. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really talking, like I'm quote unquote being lyrical. So to me, like that shit is like one of my favorite showcases of who SwaVay
Absolutely.
is as a
Nah,
rapper.
true shit
You know
right
what I
there.
mean?
Another track I want to talk about,
Mm.
in tracks like Faces, Kick the Door, G Hobo, you kind of talk about things
Uh,
not falling into place when you was in like your early 20s, mid 20s, kind of just trying to find your footing as an artist. So I wanted to ask, like, how did you reinvent yourself for what feels like, a second awakening?
I wouldn't even say like I really reinvented myself. It was just like on some shit like, bro, I just really identified who I was. I was like, fuck it, bro. If
Yeah,
niggas don't like it, like I don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? Like, um, but I
definitely.
just got older, bro, and just found my sound, like found like the things I feel comfortable on while still pushing myself to be uncomfortable and do new shit. Like, um, just finding out what I look the best in, like how I should
Yeah,
move, like all that type of shit. You know what I mean? But it was just something with time. You know what I mean? That's like it's not like a premeditated thing. Like it just like time got me here to a point where it's like, okay, like
sure.
nah, this is who SwaVay is.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like,
And in those
you know,
records, I mean,
mm,
speaking of time, you also spoke on divine timing, kind of just what felt like fate, as what I got how you described it, especially in a
yeah,
city that you already know, it'll suck you in. Like this is Atlanta where they'll say the players play. So
yeah,
yeah, was that tough to
for
to make
sure.
it out? Like how did you stay focused and stay the course in a city like this?
Nah, it was tough, bro. Because like, bro, you got to think like being from Atlanta, bro. Like being a quote unquote
Mhm.
lyricist, that shit don't even make sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like we don't push that.
Yeah.
You know that we don't put that at the forefront. So for me and like artists coming up like myself, like a Ben Riley, like
Hmm.
Cameron Artisan, like Kenny Mason, like JID, like I feel like it was tough for us, but like I feel like the reward is always
Definitely.
bigger. You get what I mean? But like it was a lot of shows where like shit, like we would go do them shows, like and it just be
Yeah,
like
for
my
sure.
friends. You get what I mean? Like, but bro, it's shit that's gonna define you, bro. Like, bro, if you gonna bitch up and quit
Hell
rapping,
yeah.
like this shit was never for you. You know what I mean? But I was like, bro, fuck it. Like I knew it was for me. Like, and it's kind of like I said, the shit is kind of like fate. Like ultimately, like bro, from like Metro doing that shit to like now being at Def Jam to all this shit going on tour, like all this shit is it's like fate, bro. Like this shit's like a 1 in a million type of opportunity. It's like I fucking went to the leagues.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
like
nah, I get the feeling for sure. Yeah, I got
yeah,
like a few more questions. Is that cool?
mm,
Straight up. So
yeah, for
based off
sure.
those artists you just mentioned, something else I actually wanted to ask you, like you all are finding really effective ways to keep those like trap roots from Atlanta, but still like beat your chest as lyricists. What's the key to that balance and how were you
Hmm.
able to find it specifically? Yeah.
it took me some time. Like my like foundation is like boom bap shit. That's what I grew up listening to type shit. But like at the same time, bro, like if I'm being completely honest, nobody want to hear that shit all the time. Like, bro, I'm 20, I'm in my 20s. Like, nigga, I want to hear some hard shit, but at the same time, I want to hear some meaningful
Yeah.
shit at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I have like a good palatable taste. You know what I mean? It was just like I like these beats. Like, I want to tell my story. I want to do what I do
Absolutely.
on this. You know what I mean? Like, but sometimes, like, I think at first, specifically, like, it is harder. You know what I mean? Because it's like kind of uncomfortable. And when you like hear a lot of the production, you kind of like, yo, bro, like, I kind of just want to say some stupid ass shit. But like, eventually, you just like, nah, this you force yourself to get comfortable on shit. You know what I mean? And then you get yourself uncomfortable again. It's like a
Mm.
continuation of being comfortable and getting
Yeah,
uncomfortable
I can see
over and
that. I
over
can see
again.
that.
You know what I'm
So you shifted
saying?
over to Def Jam, which is on the up and up right now. Obviously a revered record label, but kind of in a
Yeah.
state of resurgence. So what year did you sign with them, and why were they a fit for you and what you wanted to do?
I went with Def Jam last year because I'm always down to be at the forefront of like, you know, the
Yeah.
rebrand or like, you know, the revolution or some shit. And bro, Def Jam like one of the most recognizable labels, brands,
All time.
logos of
Yeah.
all time. Like that is hip hop. And I feel like what I do is very along the lines of that. And my guy Tunji went over there and he was like, bro, I want to bring you over here. I'm like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
fuck it, let's go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not I'm not really too keen to, you know, just following everybody else's blueprint. Like, you know, I knew what Def Jam was. I had seen Def Jam the past couple of years, like we all did. But like, I was like, bro, like I'm down to be like at the forefront of like, nah, nigga, like we
Oh
on
yeah.
this the new Def Jam shit. You feel me? Like, and I wanted to be on the fucking video game.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
who, like,
Need that.
like that was definitely like I was signing the papers. Like, I better be on the
Yeah.
fucking video game. Like, you feel
Tell
me?
them
Like,
to
so
drop that.
yeah,
We need that. The new version.
yeah. Nah, facts. They need to really just let me design that
Oh
motherfucker,
yeah.
pick the characters and all that. But I talk to Tunji
Where I
about that
trust you
shit.
to
We'll get that
execute
shit
it.
figured out.
Two last questions. So obviously you about to go on tour next week with
Mm-hmm.
Smino, JID, super dope look. How did you get tied into that, and what are you
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to?
Man, JID, like I grew up seeing JID. Like I said, like it's only a
Yeah.
handful of like rapping ass niggas from Atlanta. So like I remember like doing A3C and like he'd be the headliner and I'd be opened up, you know, for him and just seeing him come up and knowing JID from like other shit. Like I remember when he was with 2-9, like when I was with 2-9 type shit. And then like, you know, we got really cool like a couple years ago, and that's like my brother, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just watching him record and being a part of his album process, like seeing that shit, like, you know, he told me then, like even when he was doing that, he's like, bro, like I'm gonna make sure you get on the story. And he a
Yeah,
real nigga.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I told him that the other day. I was like, bro, like you're a real nigga. Like you promised me some shit like 2-3 years ago, and you kept your word. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like amazing. But it's my first tour at the same time too. So I'm
Got
like,
to.
damn, I really got to show out. Like this nigga
Yeah.
Jid ain't no hoe. Like this nigga be rapping. Smino too. So it's like, damn, I gotta really
Yeah.
I gotta come with that
And we
shit.
already know you
So
will.
you know.
My last question to you: what else you got going on for 2023? What can fans look forward to? Where they gonna be seeing you at outside of the tour?
2023, deluxe,
Okay.
like very soon. And then another tour in the summer. Possibly an album at the end of the year. More crazy ass videos. And I'm tired of like I want this to be the year where like I ain't no underdog no more too. Like I'm tired of that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like being an underdog for so long is so annoying. Like, cause it's cool though. Like you see the tweets, you be like, oh no, I post SwaVay, he's so underrated, like da da da. But after a little while, you be like, nah, man, it's time. You know what I mean? So I think my year is like now. Like the time is now. This nigga Flico is crazy. But but yeah, I think that's just the year like me giving myself the best chances to be the person I
with
want
plenty
to
of
be.
momentum
You know what I'm
behind
saying?
you. That was all I have for you, man. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything you want to say to the people before we go ahead and wrap?
And this shit, bro. If I ain't on that
Hey,
personal list, this shit,
hey,
bro,
we
can
gotta
wrap this
talk. We
shit
gotta
up.
talk.
You know,
We gotta talk.
nah, Yeah, now we gonna talk, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can pull some
Right.
strings, get me on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's double XL,
Double
so like, you know, shit. It's SwaVay. You know, this is my double XL freshman pitch. Goddamn, you know, if you coming to see me on tour, I'll see you soon.
Oh yeah,
The
yo,
music
much
on the way, all
love. We
that shit.
definitely gonna be
Yeah,
talking, man. I'm happy to extend the platform, and just want to salute you on your success.
yeah. Facts. Thank you, bro. Y'all niggas in the
And
comments are crazy, bro.
same.
This nigga spit is crazy, bro. This nigga, bro. These comments are crazy, bro. Y'all, this
All
this
right.
nigga said, "Can I dish you?" Y'all are
On that
crazy,
note,
bro.
we gonna go ahead.
Y'all
Nah.
are crazy. Yeah, bro. This
All
your boy
right,
Jack
bro. Be
Harlow,
easy.
bro. I'm out, man.